What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Cambiaso saga, not the Sage. But yeah, the Cambiaso saga. It's a weird one, which we're gonna discuss in today's live, or one of the topics we're gonna discuss in today's live, because there are other things funny things, or like funny in terms of like haha wanna what myself, but yeah, perfect time. I picked a topic because one, he scored, and two, if I'm not mistaken, he started on the right hand side the game, so that's also interested with me. Norbert Spiros, how are you doing this what is it, Monday?
Yeah, nothing crazy. It's I'm a little hot, but other than that, I'm good. I'm chilling.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm tired, as I said before. I'm tired of all the bullshit, and I'm tired of studying. So I'm tired a bit of everything. But yeah, I'm here for another session. I was not really
Yeah,
great. Never mind.
other therapy session.
Yeah,
But
another
yeah,
therapy.
let's get straight into it. There's no point in dragging this one out. Cambiaso. Actually, we all, or like all, was 2-3 days ago, there were reports out there that he's gonna sign a new deal, and that's about it. That's it. Now, Mirko Di Natale debunked that completely, saying that Atletico are in for him, Milan, or like Milan and like Allegri wants him, and there's no set date to talk about his contract. Out of the top of my head, does he have a deal until 27?
I think so.
29, I
20,
think.
That's
29?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
wow.
then the contract talks don't make sense either way. I actually believed, I don't like, I do not remember contracts of players. That's something I'm really bad at, like I don't recall them. So if it's 29, the contract talk news never made any real sense, right? And even now, like, he's 29, that's 4 years, like you're under contract, period. However, the way it got reported suggests that it's very unclear what it means, what his future looks like at this club at this moment in time. So that being said, Norbert, what do you think is happening, not going to happen, but what is the issue? Because if he's 100%, the club is like, no, you're staying, then there wouldn't be any rumors out there. It would be popping up once, and then the better sources will come out and say he's just staying, period, move on. So what is actually
Yeah,
playing?
yeah. I don't know. This whole thing is weird since November, I think, when the first City rumors came up, and then that he accepted their offer, that he liked their offer, he wants to go, and then City is gone, nowhere to be seen, and then everyone was kind of accepting the fact that he's gone and that we're gonna get a good amount of money for him. But now, now hearing that Milan wants him and Atletico, then probably the amount of money is nowhere near 50. So I am so confused on what's happening, to be honest. I don't mind if he goes, but for only the right amount. There is no point letting him go for like 30 and then buy someone who is less of a player, or like or maybe Atletico Madrid offers Molina and some money. I really don't want that. So yeah, I just can't figure out what is happening. But yeah, he has a long-term contract. I checked as well on Transfermarkt. They say they're writing it's 2029. So that's crazy long. So what's the point of the renewal other than making
Money.
it like better for him? Yeah, money-wise.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm confused, to be honest. Yeah, don't sell him for 30. That's all, that's all I ask. There's no point, and I don't think he would want to go to a Milan or whatever.
No.
It just doesn't make any sense. So If it's not 60 to City, then please don't sell him, because I'm afraid that with Atletico Madrid they will try to push some players into the deal or something, and I don't want to do that.
Really quickly before I go to Spiros, Ombrano said the same thing. He said like the Milan one is Allegri kind of floated that idea during a meeting, but it's just unlikely that he's going to Milan because of the money and because of Cambiaso. Not really, what's the point when it comes to him? But Spiros, what do you think is playing? Because like the talks, like the news is not conclusive in any way, shape, or form. So it's all up in the air, and that's weird for the player that you would assume should be, because the club wants Italian, backbone. Then well, you have it, you have a piece of it, but you're linked with Tavares, Gutierrez. Yeah, like
Yeah. Yeah, I think both sides are actually evaluating offers. I think Cambiaso is evaluating his offers, and I think the club is evaluating the offers. Like they're waiting for like a big offer. And if they take good enough, I think they are gonna sell. To be honest, because I think I don't know. I feel like the relationship is not there anymore. Like after what happened in January with City and his performances, and I think his attitude as well. Like I don't know. I don't know. I just don't see him like staying there. And if he stays, I don't know where it goes from here. I don't know. Like it looks very off and toxic, and I don't know. It looks a bit off. So yeah, I think he will leave, but the offer is not there right now. And with Atletico and Milan, I don't think we're getting any money that you actually want. So I don't know.
but Mota is not here anymore. Juntoli is not here anymore. What happened in January, it should be in the past, right? I mean, I don't know. We don't really know what really happened. I mean, by the looks of it, the way he came out and said there were transfer things, it feels like the club said no, like it's impossible. We can let you go in January, and we talked about it in the past. Like you're playing for Juve, you cannot expect Juve letting one of your better players go in January. Like that's not
Yeah.
normal, and if that happens, fans will riot. Basically, like it's like there's no way he doesn't understand that. Maybe like if he doesn't understand that, that's crazy. Like you're not playing with all due respect for Genoa, and they're letting you go in January. You're playing for one of the biggest clubs in the world. Yes, we're not on paper. On paper, yes, but like factually doing it, we're not. There's no way the club was letting you go in January, like without the replacement as well. Like that made no sense. So if he's angry about that, then I mean that's that's very strange to me. Like you cannot be angry about that. You should be knowing that. Like that's only logical. Now these people are gone. Malta's gone. Juntoli is gone. What really is the issue? Thomas is saying that I think we heavily overvalue Cambiaso because of his past and interest. But if he was another team and we wanted to buy him, we would say our valuation is crazy. He says that 40 million is fair. Um, you know what it is? You know what? I disagree with that. Like, no, 40 million, good, but all players are overpriced. It's as simple as that. It's the demand that sets the price. Do you need a left back desperately? You're going to overpay. It's a simple. We did that. All teams do that. It's very rare that you buy a player and you're like, we didn't. Turam, I don't think we overpaid. The moment we signed it, I think we all said we're not overpaying. That's good value. That's good money. Even if it doesn't work out, it's still worth the quote unquote risk. If you know what
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to say.
but
So
one other thing is that he's kind of special at his position, how he plays those left or right back positions, because he's good with the ball. He likes to drift to the middle. So for a Pep type of coach, he's kind of perfect. So yeah, he's special. He's not like a regular left back or right back. So that's why his price should be higher, in my opinion.
yeah, he can play multiple positions, or like he can. Is he effective in multiple positions? Not really, not the same. But he can, if there are issues with the squad, he can take on different positions. Let me rephrase it. Let me put it like that, because he's obviously much better in certain areas than like if you play remember when we had issues? Are you can play in the back three in the center back? You can, but it's not gonna look good. It's the Bernadeschi thing. Or you can play left wing back, right wing. No, like you can put him there and he's gonna stand there, but he's gonna look bad in those positions. So I think that's the difference when it comes to that. But I agree. He is kind of quote unquote unique. Those positions are difficult to
Progress.
yeah. If if you wake up to news that you're potentially selling Cambiaso, but you're willing to pay 30 million for Nuno Tavares, that's all kind of sad. I don't care what Nuno Tavares did in the first part of the Lazio season. That was just an outliner throughout his career. That's not normal. And what happened post January, like that's normal. That's Nuno Tavares. That's it. Like he overperformed like crazy, and that's about it. He's injury prone, and he's not that fantastic. Are you gonna put trust in a player who had 6 ridiculous months, basically, not even 6? And other than that, he was just okay. Those things, and it's also not needed. What's the point of moving out Vlahovic, Cambiaso for 50 million and spend 30 million on Nuno Tavares? Like, what is actually going to do with this club? You're not going to improve. Like, probably got a bit worse as well. I don't see the win in those type of situations, in my opinion. That's how I'm looking at it. So it's very strange. I think as a club, if you put out there with leaks, with news that you want to build an Italian core, then, well, selling one of those makes absolutely no sense. Like, it makes absolutely no sense. So, I don't know. Very confusing. Yeah. Extremely confusing news when it comes to Cambiaso, especially now that I know it's 20. I thought he had 27 his contract, but you're right. He got renewed like a year ago, or a bit longer than a year ago. So 29, and it's like no contract talks are set. I'm like, actually, there shouldn't be any contract talk set this summer. 25 when he hasn't deal until 29. Why would you waste time over a contract talk at this moment in time? I don't know. So maybe you're right. Maybe it's about money, and his agent is saying he can get more money. But I mean, you just signed the new deal. You was injured for a very long time. How are you asking for more money? Makes no sense. It makes no sense.
Yeah, he was getting like from City like triple or something, and he was like, "Yeah, I want like half." I don't know.
He makes 2.4 mil after taxes net. So
yeah, I think City was going to give him like 6. I think something like that. So he probably wants something similar, like probably 4.5 or 5 or something.
He's not getting 6 at this. He's not getting 6. He didn't do anything to
4
say 6
max.
Yeah.
If we really like him, but at this point, I'm not sure if we like him anymore. Like the past few months was tough. I didn't hide it. I hated him. How he, how this whole City or this stuff. Yeah,
I get that, but these people are gone. Like they're gone.
Yeah,
Tudor was here, but he was also injured like 2-3 games for Tudor's time as well. So I'm like, I don't know. That's probably the weirdest thing we'll probably discuss all summer long, because it's not really adding up. Especially Link. Like, do you want to go Atletico? Like, is that what you really want? Are they much better? Yeah, they're probably better, but
not
is that
like
what you want to do? Like, is that what you want to do? I don't. Now they also want Theo Hernandez, so maybe it's kind of tied to it. But yeah, I just don't see it. Like the situation is extremely strange when it comes to Cambiaso. It's confusing, and I don't know. I thought about it all day, and I don't see the real issue, the real thing, the real problem.
Maybe it's his agent or something. I don't know. Like maybe he's playing games, because like he was talking in January, and he was like pissed off that we didn't let him go. And then he came out like months later, and he said like, "Oh, he's gonna stay for like many years." And I was like, "What?" Like it was very strange. So I don't know. Like maybe he's playing games.
Someone said we should be talking about our left center back. instead of playing Kelly. We should be talking about, yes, improving the squad. Right now, we're talking about not how do you
making
want
it
to say
worse.
that? Not making it worse. Yeah. We're talking
Yeah.
about that right now because we don't know who's ready to like we don't know more tomorrow Komoli will speak. Was it 11 or 1? I don't know. I don't know. He's going to speak. He's going to have his press conference. I forgot the hour. I thought it was 11. Could be 1 p.m. Um, and I know a lot of people are waiting for that. What he's going to say. Everything he's going to say is going to mean very little, in my opinion. Like whatever he's going to say, it's not going to change really anything unless he says something wow, and it's like, what the hell are you saying? It doesn't mean anything because we need to see it. So if he comes out and he says, we're still moving for transfer, the sporting director doesn't matter or whatever, you're lying because you're looking for a sporting director because it does matter. That's one. If he goes out and it's like, it's all about winning, yeah, like these are things we know because we've been supporting this club for, I don't know, our entire lifetime. So we know it's about winning. So whatever he's going to, I know I was watching Monblano or listening to him today, and he was kind of excited for tomorrow. It's like tomorrow, this and that, and I'm like, really, like I don't know whatever he's going to say. He's going to say things you want to hear.
Yeah.
Like he's not going to come out and say we're crap, and it's going to take some while, some time. We're going to probably be crap for another 2 years before. Like he's not going to say those things. He's going to tell you what
I
you want to
would
hear.
probably rate that more, to be honest. I would rate that. Like if you said like we're gonna be crap like next year or the year next
Yeah,
one, but
I would
yeah,
appreciate
like
that. If he comes out and says we are in a tough spot and it's going to take some time, excuse me, even though we
yeah,
don't want to hear that, it's going to take some time. It's realistic because we've witnessed the
yeah.
last couple of seasons. It is going to take some time. We know that. So if you come out and you kind of confirm that, I would appreciate that more than saying what Tudor said with 2-3 signings, or what Juntoli said with 3-4 signings. I'm like, that's a lie. It's actually a lie. I've watched this team play. You need more than 2-3 signings, in my opinion. That's
Yeah.
just me. So let's see what he's gonna say tomorrow. But yeah, I'm not
To be
really
honest, Sky
excited.
Sports said something like that he's going to confirm Tudor or something, but I
Yeah.
don't know. Like I don't know.
Oh, it's about
They
time.
Yeah, but
Maybe,
also I don't
maybe
know
I
where
hope
would
so.
they know that,
I
like
hope so.
and also we need
It's
to
a
get to
guess.
know
It's a
this
guess.
get to know this guy better. Like we don't know anything about him other than that his past and that 1 hour interview that some of us watched. But yeah.
Yeah, actually, Chiellini did also an interview on the same
Yes,
thing.
watched
I
watched it as
haven't
well.
watched it. Yeah, I haven't watched
Uh,
it.
I
Is
left
it
it after
worth?
30 minutes. It
Okay,
was
so it's not
annoying.
worth watching.
It depends. For me, I don't know how he talks English, and I'm sorry, it just annoyed me a little bit.
But is it like a lot of things you want to hear as a fan type of thing? Like nothing.
Yeah, I think it was that podcast that he talked about Juve, and he said like, oh, like a winning DNA and 38 Scudetti and
Yeah, I
that stuff.
mean,
I think he said
that's
that kind of
good.
stuff.
Yeah, that's actually those are things I do not want to hear right now because
Yeah.
actions do not suggest we want to be that team right now. So that it frustrates me even more. Where it's like, yeah, that's the DNA. Yeah, we won 8. Look at us now. Like, what are we going to do to get back to those things? Like giving interviews and talking about it. It's not gonna help us. Like we've tried it for the past 5 years. It's not helping us.
So yeah, he was talking about how he and his brother were like training and la la la. It was kind of like meh. Like it's 38 minutes long. I watched 30. I just checked. There's
Yeah.
nothing interesting, to be honest.
Thomas is saying that's what I meant as well. Focus on problem areas and reinforce instead of looking to trim areas we're okay at. I'd rather not buy anyone than sell useful players and keep relegation level players. I'm with you on that one for sure.
Yeah.
I've had enough hearing about this Italian Juve when half the targets are in Italian. Fair play.
Yeah.
Fair play.
I mean, they
You think that
shouldn't do
Comoli?
so.
Yeah. You think Comoli can bring Gyökeres? It will not depend on Comoli. It will depend on Gyökeres. So I don't know.
Romano kind of confirmed that there are 3 teams in for him, like
Yeah.
us, Manchester United, and Al Ahly. So
I'm talking about that tomorrow. But getting Gyökeres will depend on Gyökeres, not on us. It's that
Yeah.
simple. When it comes to those type of players, it's that simple. Don't trust any journalist right now. I kind of agree with that as well, because
Yeah.
nobody has an inside
Include.
info.
Yeah.
Like no, yeah, and nobody like who's the
Maybe
who are you
Momlano
talking
has.
with? Yeah, maybe, but like who? Like it's all new. So who are you really talking with?
Yeah.
So it's very difficult to get an idea right now. Also, we're getting linked with players we were getting linked with Juntili, so it's like it's a bit fishy right now. People keep hitting the like button because it's not liking. So hit the like button and subscribe if you're new. Okay, Cambiaso we talked about. So let's move on to another topic that I wanted to bring up really quickly, and it's the Kelly situation. Now, if you, I don't know if anyone rates Giovanni Albanese. I'm not the biggest fan of Giovanni Albanese. He said the athletic trainer of Real Madrid was basically confirmed, and he deleted the tweet today. It's not like you cannot find the tweet anymore, so that's kind of sus. Just leave it out there. You were wrong. It is what it is. But he said the club, shocker, is not convinced by Kelly, and we're trying to offload him. Now I've seen all the people saying, "Oh, this club," and I'm like, it's Juntili. Yeah, like I'm sorry. Like Juntili signed him, he made that deal happen, and he's gone anymore. Now, if Juntili was here and he was trying to sell him, then I would agree. I'm like, what the hell is this club doing? But right now, Juntili signed him. The new people came in. Tudor came in, and he's like, he ain't it. Like, if you can move him on, move him on. So it's hard for me to blame anyone currently at the club because Juntili pulled that trigger, and Tudor wasn't even at the club when that trigger got pulled. But it brings me back in January when we were getting linked with Kelly. And but really quickly, I also do not like that we sell Huijsen. We didn't sell Huijsen for Kelly, but the Huijsen thing still stinks. But in January, when we got linked with Kelly, and a big portion of fan opinion was like, "Oh, you don't give him a shot. Why do you like? He hasn't played a single minute." When it comes to certain players, I do not need to see a single minute for this club for obvious reasons because they're not good enough. And when they join, obviously, I want them to do well because if they mess up, we are messed up. So that goes hand in hand. But I'm not going to sit here and just agree with every single signing we make just because I need to back them. Because otherwise, I'm not backing the team. Actually, if you're backing everything blindly, then you're not really backing this team. Because that means the club can go out there and they're like, you know what, 60 million on Højlund, and you're like, calm down, give him a shot, and it's like we spent 60 million euros. There's no calming down. Like it's messed up. So I'm not surprised we're looking to sell Kelly. It will be impossible to sell Kelly, that's for sure. But I'm not surprised that the club or Tudor is like, actually, if you can get me better, get me better. No surprise. So I don't know what you think about it, Norbert, but yeah, that's kind of the mess up situation right now.
Yeah, it's just okay. So I was always trying to say like, okay, selling Huijsen, la la la. We needed the money, and it's clean money, but now it's clear
Ranieri's
that
injured.
awesome.
Oh no, it was Ranieri.
Like it's just Juntoli just brought players here, and it's just a mess. And we have one actual center back that is good, who is like half-legged right now. So and Kalulu, if we can count him as center back. I just it's a mess. And I know people will cry about Sule, or people cried about Sule, Huijsen, and we're selling the youth. And we kind of did, didn't we? But Juntoli also cleaned up some money, and from minus 200 we are at minus 10 by the books. So I don't know, but Kelly is definitely like, I don't think anyone cares about Kelly. If you sell him, awesome. If he stays for some reason, then like whatever. But definitely we need starters, and in my opinion, we have one, and he's injured or like recovery, so it's just a mess.
Yeah, we are not selling him. There's no way we are selling him.
No, I
Nobody is
agree.
buying our guy. We're gonna have him on our books. Like, how many years did we have Douglas Costa on our books? Something like that. Something close to that.
At least his salary is not that much.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
what he's earning, but he's not good. So
I have
Yeah.
no idea how you offload that type of player. How old is he? Is he 28?
27, 20. Yeah,
There's
probably.
no
Yeah.
way he's less, no?
Is he less? I don't think he's less. I think he's 20, 27, 28, something like that. Must be.
Really?
He must be.
He's 26
Yeah, that's
and
insane.
he's going to turn 27 in October.
Yeah, that's insane. So he's not that old. So he has some value, but yeah, you're not gonna. I'm not sure. I think he's also on 3 point something million euros.
No. 2.2 brutto gross and the 1.2 net. At least that.
No, that's not correct. That's not correct. I know for certain that's not correct. He's on way more net. 100%. He's on way
Says
more net.
on Capology it says verified. I don't know.
Yeah, no, he's on way more net. I remember the reports in January. He's on way more net. He was on more money at Newcastle. He didn't take a pay cut to join us. There's no
Oh my
way,
God.
because if he's on 1.2 net, then yes, we will offload him 100% if we want. If that's the case, then we can celebrate because we are offloading him 100%. If he's on 1.2 net, he's going Fulham or something. These clubs will buy him. If that's his wage,
I don't think he's earned that much because I remember in January, like, I remember something like 3.5, like
yeah.
everyone was like going crazy about him. I don't know, like I remember
And those were
something.
Italian reports, and Italians, they report in net. They don't report in gross wages.
Yeah,
In
I
English.
remember something like that. Yeah, something like 3.2, 3.5.
I hope
like
you're
something
right, Norbert. By the way, I hope you're right. But
I don't know.
I,
It's
I
Capology and
refuse
it's
to.
verified, so it's not even it's
Okay,
actually
then
verified. So I don't
I'm
know.
shocked. If that's the case, then we are gonna offload him with no problem. If you actually push him out, it won't be an issue.
Yeah,
Clubs
but
like Fulham and stuff, they will pay that.
if you search for Lloyd Kelly's salary in Google, it comes up that it's 7.8 million pounds.
He was almost on 3 at Newcastle. So I don't think
Yeah, I don't
that's
know.
correct. I would be stunned if that's correct. Actually,
Let's
that's
all hope.
fantastic news. But
Yeah, let's all hope it's correct.
Yeah, I don't think so as well. Yeah, I think he's earning more. So
I think
yeah,
he's on more as well. I think he's close to 3 net. But anyways, yeah, I mean, I cannot blame the new board for not offloading, or if they fail to offload him. Like I cannot blame them. But I need to appreciate. Like I won't even say appreciate. It's logical that you want to move out these players. Like it's just it make like it would make no sense if you're like, no, we want to keep him for certain. Like that would make no sense. So I don't know if I need to applaud the club trying to do something extremely logical, offloading a bad player. You know, logical, I guess. And he's bad.
I'm so pissed off because like we were actually so close to be like free of those kind of players, and now like we're again in that situation. Like going to get rid of like Kelly, Gonzalez, and Douglas Luiz and Kostic. We still have Kostic and Diallo, and I'm like, oh my God. Like we were in this situation like some years ago with like I don't know, Higuain. We had that like back then, and who went to Miami, and Douglas Costa, and like everyone, like I love to still, but it's crazy. It's crazy, man. Like I can, like, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's like one step forward and about 10
Arthur
back.
Melo. Artur Melo is still here.
Yeah, we will rip that contract to pieces this summer. It's gonna happen. There's no way. There's no way he's gonna like. There's absolutely no way. There's like, even
I
he
think
like. Isn't he even tired of the situation? Like,
yeah, for sure. Like I think he actually is a serious person, but I don't know. Like I think that's crazy for him, crazy for us. I don't think he wants to be in that situation as well. I think he wants to play and be like free, and like he always comes back to Juve, and he doesn't even like Juve as well. So it's funny.
it's like Kostic coming back. You know, what funny over the weekend. It was yesterday. It was Sunday, and I saw actually lineups where Kostic played in 3-4-1-2. I'm like, you're lying. Like whoever wrote that article, you're just lying. Like how? What like Tudor doesn't even know Kostic. He's like, and you know what formations like. Yeah, Sunday newspapers. They're the funniest. I think we lost Spears. Oh no, he's back. But those are the funniest. Like you don't know Kostic. Kostic's position should be Torino when we leave for the US. You shouldn't be on that plane. Like it makes like bringing these players as well makes absolutely no sense whatsoever.
Just waste of space in the squad instead of
Yeah, it's a waste
putting maybe a young
ticket
young
price, hotel prices. Like, it's just a waste of everything because he's not gonna be here. Like, and actually, if Tudor plays him over there, it's even worse. It's like you had an opportunity to try things, and you playing players who are not going to be here. So if he plays him even there, even a single minute, I'm like, you're wasting everyone's time over here.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's why I made a video today, and I talked about the Club World Cup again. And one of the reactions was, go support another club, because I do not rate the Club World Cup. The players of Man City came out and said, we do not rate this cup. The players came out and Akanji said, my teammates do not rate this cup, but we need to be here. That's the mindset these clubs are going into it. Have you watched Portugal yesterday? The quality of certain players, they're dead on their feet. We're adding more games to it. So the reaction was, oh, that's not the mindset. You need to win every cup. Yeah, okay, but if you want to be unrealistic and think we can win that cup, then fine, be my guest. Like, whatever. My point of view was the club basing Tudor's future on that. That's a waste of time because we're going to look bad in it. It's the same coach, it's the same player. What do you think is going to change when these players had 2 weeks left? They all turned into superstars overnight? It's not going to happen. So what we've
That's a
seen
lie.
for
Like,
weeks and
if they do
months,
that, it's crazy. That's a
we've
lie.
seen
That's a lie.
what we've seen for the last couple of weeks or months. We're going to see again at the Club World Cup. Like, I don't know what people are expecting. Like, again, that's the issue. People forget because it's a new cup. I'll forget what happened. Why would I forget what happened? It's been 2 weeks ago. We struggled to beat Venezia. We lost to Parma. And now you expect me to go out there and beat Man City, Real Madrid? Are you insane? Like, actually, are you insane? This is not about having a mindset. That's just being realistic when it comes to judging a player, a coaching career on 3-4 games at a competition with the same players where other teams came out and said, actually, we do not want to be here, but whatever, we are here. If you want to take that serious and if you want to base the future of the club on that, be my guest. Be my guest. But don't tell me to support another club because I think that's a farce going out there. I don't think that will be a thing in 10 years from now.
It's also crazy that FIFA decided that putting some national team games before this tournament is a good idea. It's like the same organization. Why can't you just not do this? It's this tournament is for sure will not survive. There is
to be honest, like if the club uses that thing, like that tournament, as an excuse to fire Tudor, like, okay, like, I don't know. It's just an excuse. Like, you want to fire him, and you're like, how do we fire him? And you're like, okay, you said the fans he didn't do well in the Club World Cup, and we fired him. I don't know, but that's a lie. I think they will do nothing. So
yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Again, I'm gonna watch those games even at 3 or 4 a.m. in the morning when I, leave for work 2 hours after the game ended. I'm gonna watch it, but I'm not gonna lose my mind if we don't win it. We're not gonna win it. Like, I don't know the mindset. People are worrying about the mindset at the Club World Cup. That's the least of our problems right now. We need to worry about who the hell is actually going to be the coach 100%. Who's going to be the sporting director? Those are the worries we need to have than the Club World Cup. So it
Also,
is
if
what
we
it is, I
win, like
guess.
we're gonna hide some problems, and but they're there. So I don't know. Like
Oh,
even if we
no,
win it, yeah,
that
I
was what
don't
I was trying to say. So he lectured me, and then he was talking in the same comments about the money. Oh, but it's more money. It's a lot of money and money. I'm like, you were talking about me and the players having the mindset to win stuff, and you're talking about money as a fan. So you don't even care about that trophy. You're caring about the money. That in itself should tell you you lost kind of the plot of what it is to be a fan. We should be like, if you actually care about that club, the entire comment or entire mindset should be about winning a cup, not about it's a lot of money in it. As a fan, I don't give a shit. I shouldn't be care about the money. I should be caring about winning that trophy. And maybe 10 years from now, if that trophy is still going on, I might be caring about that trophy. But right now, like Norbert said, the way it was set up, the way decisions were made in January, the way the money got divided and stuff like that, teams got replaced.
Yeah.
Well, like teams got kicked out, replaced, and stuff like that. You want me to take that serious? Like that's lunatic. When players come out in official interviews saying it's not serious, like it is what it is. Well, obviously we will watch it and we will. And good for the people over out there. Like Thomas saying, I will be in Philadelphia, so good for him. And I don't know
at
what to
least we
expect.
have
Just
like
want to see
one
them play.
goal. So yeah,
Yeah, I mean, for those people, it's good. They can see their club up
Yeah.
close, so good for them. I'm happy for those people because, living across the world, it's not easy to travel, or like it costs a lot of money to travel. Let me put it that way. It's easy, but it costs a lot of money. So I'm actually happy for those people. So they get a shot, at watching one of their favorite clubs. So that's that. But yeah, I mean, the quality will be what it is. I mean, like it is what it is, I guess. I saw a comment. I expect that certain players will
and
take their
really
chance.
many goals.
Yeah, for sure. At the Club World Cup, and that will be positive, and financially will also benefit Juve. I mean, they got their money. It will only benefit Juve if they start winning games in the quarterfinals and semifinals, which is very unlikely because we'll probably finish second in the best possible way. You will face Real Madrid in the next round. I checked. I mean, how much money are you going to make? You got the
Yeah.
money, the 20 plus 21 million. You maybe win a couple of games, one or two, and you get a bit more money, and that's about it, You
Yeah.
need to go
And
the entire way to make a lot of money in that tournament, which is very
City
Yeah,
unlikely.
City already
I think
signed like 4 players.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's
I
gonna be
think
hard.
if we somehow finish first, I think we're probably gonna make it like to the last 8 or something. But I don't know.
And that comment, if we were good, I would totally agree and I will back it. But we are not good. So this is not about, oh, you don't back the team. I'm realistic. We struggled against Venezia. We lost against Parma not even a month ago. Like, what do you want me to do? Come out here and say we're going to beat Man City and Real Madrid? That's insane. Everything can happen in football, obviously, but right now, that's not my mindset to go out there and beat those teams. Actually, my mindset is go out there and do not get smoked by these teams. Do not look bad, look half decent. Don't embarrass us. That's the thing I'm looking at right now. So, yeah. I think that Kostic will be better under Tudor. I do not care, Francie. Thanks for the comment, but I do not care. I do not want to see him play a single minute. That's just a waste of time. Why is Italy and Brazil not producing world-class players anymore? Good question. I do not have the answer for that. It comes and goes with phases. I'm not sure. It was a time when Spain were winning absolutely nothing, for
I
ages,
mean,
and now,
Brazil like still have like Vinicius and Rafinha, and so
yeah.
it's pretty
But
good.
compared to the past, it's still not the same level.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, like I think the biggest drop off is from Italy. To be honest, going from like Totti and I don't know Baggio and like all these guys and defenders, and now you have Gatti. You're like it's just killing.
Yeah. For certain countries, I feel like it's phases, but because how the Italian league was, how strong it was in the 90s,
Yeah.
and what it became, I think it's something deeper than that, and we can see with the FIGC what they are doing, and everything, coach selection and youth programs and whatever, and their stadiums. I always say, just look at the German third division stadiums, and you will see better stadiums than in the Serie A. So yeah, but
It's like going for Gasperini now, and fans saying, "But look what he did for Roma." It's not the point. It's very short-term thinking. You're not gonna do anything. That's like, please qualify us for the Club World Cup, and we will worry about the big issues again afterwards. No, for once, look at the issue and try to address it, even if that means going through some growing pains. You need to take that step at one point. It's also always trying to do short-term fixes. When they won the Euros, that's a shock. Like, that's actually a
yeah,
shock they won the Euros. And afterwards, it was clear it was a shock. Like, complete
yeah,
fell off again. So it was a shock. But you need to take those. Like, Germany is going through a rough patch right now.
yeah,
So it is what it is. But yeah.
But still,
I
like
won't.
at the Euros, like you had quality, like you had Chiellini and Bonucci and
Yeah, that
I don't
helps,
know,
obviously.
like Verratti, and so it's not the same. So.
I want to watch Douglas Luiz, Cope, Chico, Bangula, Alberto perform at the Douglas Luiz, Cope, Chico, and
it's
Bangula.
still the
Uh,
same season. Like what
yeah.
did change in the past 2 weeks? Like I don't.
Danny's saying, I feel like we're falling behind everyone else in the transfer market. We need to get it together, just like the coach. We're going to end up with players that we don't want. Yeah, we are falling behind for sure. Football level just went down overall. I also agree 100% with that.
Yeah,
What's the big proof out there? Yesterday, Leao came in and everybody was like, he changed the game. He just added chaos to the game, but no quality. Like, he lost possession, I don't know how many times. He just created chaos.
Yeah.
If that is changing a game quality-wise, then yeah, football dropped off. Like, it dropped off. I don't know if anyone watched that game. It was just total chaos when he
Yeah,
came
yeah,
in.
yeah.
It wasn't
I said the
quality.
same thing.
Like, it wasn't
Like I
quality.
was watching him, I was like, man, he's not good. And I was watching like on Twitter, I was like, oh my god, he's so good. And I was like, no.
The football fell off. I agree. We need to sell a lot of players, so it's changing half the squad again. Kelly, Nico, Gatti, Vlahovic, Douglas Luiz, Diallo. Forgot about that guy. Kostic, Milik, yeah, Mbangula. I need to go. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it feels like a lot of change again, and going through it another summer. I don't. Nobody's waiting for that. Like, nobody's actually. I'm not excited about that. I'm not gonna lie, but it's probably
yeah.
needed.
It's we didn't say it yet, but it's clearly gonna be another year zero again. Like it's obvious.
I hate that face.
Yeah, it's another cycle.
Yeah.
Start of another cycle. It is what it is.
To be honest,
Unfortunately.
I'm waiting that John Welker interview, like that he's gonna say like, oh, it's year zero. I think I'm gonna kill him, to be honest.
Wow. I open Twitter and I see Ranieri hype. Done for tonight. Okay, people. I think we're gonna wrap this one up because Di Marzio will speak in a sec, and actually I'm tired. So hopefully it's nothing important to say because I do not have the energy anymore this evening. Let's see tomorrow what Komoli has to say. If he has something crazy to say, I will discuss it on a live show. If he just has things to say we all want to hear, then it's kind of pointless to have that conversation, and in my opinion. Anyways, Norbert, Spiros, thanks for coming on and talking about, first off, the Cambiaso situation, which is odd, but time will tell. And then the Cali bomba, which is not a bomb. It's just very common sense, I guess. But it looks very, very bad for us as well. So we will see. What are the odds of a positive live stream at some point? I think they're high, because the club will do something very positive at one point when it comes to a signing. So yeah, actually, I've done positive live streams already this season. Pretty sure about that. Pretty sure. But we'll see. Anyways, people, like the video. If you haven't liked the video, subscribe to the channel as always, and then I'll speak to you guys tomorrow, depending on what Comoli has to say. Ciao.